comfortable in the end for Kolkata over Chennai. Welcome to ESPN Cricinfo's coverage of the match at Eden Gardens with Deep Dasgupta and Sean Tate here with me in the studio. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Looked like it was going to be close at one point, but it was really comfortable. 177 for 5 for Chennai. Wasn't enough runs, and Kolkata got there 17.4 overs with Shubman Gill, 57 not out. Fantastic innings from him. Harbhajan Singh with a wicket for Chennai. So it's an important victory for Kolkata, Deep, and thoroughly deserved. They were really in control of that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, with a few initial hiccups with Robin Uthappa going and Chris Lynn going. But then what a great opportunity for someone like Shubman Gill to come and bat at number 4 because Rana isn't playing. And he took that opportunity, and credit to him the way he played. He's only 18 years old, and this is a great opportunity that he had, and I'm so glad that he's taken it.
Yeah, you know, MS Dhoni we saw in the post-match interview not happy with the bowling, Sean, and the fielding, and rightly so. They really kind of lost their way, didn't they?
Well, you get obviously the Jadeja 2 drop catches, and that's costly. That's extremely costly. Okay, you can't blame the whole thing on him. A lot of their batsmen got starts, 20s and 30s, and didn't go on with it. You know, Rayner's wicket, the way he got out of that time, probably wasn't ideal. So, a few things for those guys just to have a quick think about, then move on.
Shubman Gill, he is only 18 years of age. He's from Punjab, from the successful under-19 India side. We were saying, you're talking off camera, that he reminds you a bit of a great batsman from the past for India.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like VVS. I mean, he's very handsy, very wristy as well. Doesn't have a lot of footwork, so to say. Plays from the crease, but he's got great hands, this kid. High back left, but you know, the downswing. I've seen a lot of players with a high back left. They don't have control over the downswing, but this kid has it. So his downswing, even though it's high, but he can control his swing. He's a class act and somebody for the future.
And some, bowlers that he dealt with, Sean, very easily, didn't he? Like, there was no problem at all.
He didn't look like he was raising a sweat at all. Like that's a really mature innings from a guy that age. I like the way that he and Rinku Singh went through that little period there in the middle, and just nothing stupid, just timely a few overs there where they could have easily gone out, played a silly shot, lost a couple of wickets, and the game would have been done. But they needed to consolidate just for a bit there, and they both did that. Important innings from Gill. Yeah.
And when we look back on the Chennai total of 177 for 5, and they were on track for a 200 plus at one point.
Yeah.
20 runs short, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Sean mentioned during the break as well. There were at least 10-15 runs short, and when you're 90 odd after 10, you would expect to get to that 200 mark with the batting lineup that CSK has. Mind you, as far as CSK, when you look at CSK as a team, you would say they are batting heavy, so they depend a lot on their batting to score, big runs. So unfortunately, they didn't today.
And in fact, we didn't see Dwayne Bravo. We saw Jadeja. He didn't hardly set the world on fire. Do you think, in retrospect, Bravo should have gone in?
Possibly. I think at the time that was probably a decent decision to send Jadeja in at that time. But at the moment, he's missing a beat. He's with his bowling. He bowled all right tonight, got it in there, and let the wicket do the work. But with his bowling, his fielding, and his batting at the moment, it almost seems like he's a little bit lost in his lineup.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about that?
100%. Because Jadeja dropping those catches, it's very un-Jadeja-like.
It is. He's a great fielder.
As a bowler, you can have an off day. As a batsman, you can have an off day. But when you're a gun fielder, dropping those catches just tells you that something is not right in his rhythm or the mind space or something.
I think if you asked him now, are you slightly confused and uneasy about your role in the team? He would say, yeah, he probably is. The batting with Bravo and the bowling with the spinners. But, I mean, end of the day, he's a good cricketer. So I'm sure he's going to be okay.
And all 5 wickets from Kolkata were from the spinners, with Narayan getting 2 for 20, the pick of them, and just showing how effective slow bowling can be to change the momentum of a match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for me, I think the middle overs are the most important part of this format. Because in the first 6, you're going to go hard. Irrespective of what the situation is, you will. Last 5, you will do what you can to get as many runs. But it's the middle overs that you really need to pace yourself and try and figure out based on the pitch, the opposition, what is the pass score. So that can be a very tricky part of an innings. And that's where I think KKR, with the spinners that they have, are so useful.
And Sean, how would you examine MS Dhoni's use of his bowlers? Because there were some bowlers he didn't use or use sparingly.
Yeah.
When you look back, it wasn't great.
He did say at the end there that if guys everyone got a chance to bowl, and no one really stood up and showed that they were they were up for it tonight. I thought Ngidi bowled well at the start there. He got hit for a couple of sixes, but his length, he looked dangerous. Lynn looked uncomfortable with him. So he's looking okay, but Dhoni was saying at the end there that he was struggling a bit to find a guy that was up for it tonight. So that can sort of put you off as a captain, I suppose, like, right, who are we going to bowl this time? Because no one's really sticking their hand up. I think Harbhajan bowled all right.
Yeah, didn't feel so well.
But yeah, obviously, I mean, that's the way it is with guys like the older guys you're going to pick. It's up to you. Okay, you're going to pick them, but you can't expect them to be jets in the field as well.
Of course.
So I mean, they're a good team, and so are Kolkata. So and they're hard to beat at home as well. So what do you do?
All right, let's see how the result impacts on the table. Kolkata with their 5th win in 9 matches, and they will move up to 3rd place on 10 points alongside Punjab, who have played 2 games fewer. Chennai still in decent shape after 9 games, 6 wins and 3 losses. Hyderabad with a game up their sleeve are also on 12 points. So when we look at the table, guys, what's it telling us about the finalists or the teams that are going to make the knockout stages?
I mean, personally, I think that's it there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But anything can happen. You don't want to sit there and start writing off teams and penciling teams in. But at the moment, those 4 teams to me are looking like, you know, who else is going to squeeze in there?
Yeah, and what can Kolkata do to build on this, do you think, going forward?
See, they've been very up and down this season. You know, they've won 1, they've lost 1. I mean, it's very difficult for them. So, again, a lot of it boils down to their spinners. I mean, the days where their spinners go for a few, then they're in a bit of a trouble there. So, again, today was a good day with the spinners. They did well, so they got them, you know, at the below par score. So, I think that's something that I really need to think about. And otherwise, again, KKR is a good side. If you look at it, the kind of options they have, I mean, they've got 6 options, bowling options, 3 spinners, top grade spinners, 3 fast bowlers. Yeah, I mean, they would be a little concerned with Mitch Johnson's form in the last couple of games.
That seems to be the big worry for them.
Yeah, but they have someone like Tom Curran. But again, batting-wise, they're doing all right. They've got youngsters firing in. Now, the big issue is, if Nitish Rana is fit for the next game, where does he bat? Or where does Shubman Gill bat then? So I think, you know, they're settling down in a good space right now.
Well, as for the Tata Nexon best striker of the match, it goes to Dinesh Karthik, the Kolkata captain. 45 runs, not out of 18 balls, 7 fours and 1 6 and strike rate of 250. We didn't really talk about him, but he was so important, Sean, wasn't he, alongside Shubman Gill? That was a wonderful partnership.
It was, and I think he's revelling in his captaincy. I think he's really enjoying it. I mean, you know him obviously quite well, but he looks to me like he's loving this captaincy role and it's helping his batting, and it looks to me like his team are following him at the moment.
Yeah, and he actually likes captaining sides. I remember 6-7 years ago we were trying to make a team for a tournament, and he was like, can I be the captain? I said, yeah, go ahead, be the captain.
It's an interesting career he's had. It's stretched out for a long time, and he's had many different opportunities in different forms of cricket.
But the good thing is, okay, if you're not playing for India, or you're not reaching, or you're not where you want to be at with the Indian side or the Indian squad, whichever format, the IPL's here for a guy like him to come out and captain the team.
Exactly. So, as for Chennai, what will they take away from this as they look ahead to their next match?
Oh, well, they have the side. Obviously, if you actually go back and look at the game, and they'll be saying, okay, we should have got another 15 odd runs there. Maybe convert those starts into bigger totals, and especially, I think, you know, Raidu and Raina again are so important to this side getting to big totals, because again, these are the 2 guys who can bat in that middle over and get those runs, score at a brisk pace. Then obviously you have Dhoni to finish and Bravo to finish at the end. And then bowling wise, I think bowling wise they're a little weak, so they're rather kind of, you know, they'll be winning more games defending, as in chasing down totals than defending. So I think something that they really need to think about as far as, you know, they're batting heavy, make sure that you score above par batting first. Chasing down would be rather easy for them.
Yeah, the toss seems to be very important. They're really good when they're chasing, aren't they, Sean?
Absolutely, that's very true. But I mean, yeah, you look at it now. I think Dhoni is he the type of guy that's going to have a big debrief, or he'll tend to move on pretty quickly, and so let's get this team sorted and move forward. So, yeah, I mean, you're right. They're to be honest, the guys that had starts today in this tournament have made some big scores. You know, Watson, Raidu, these guys have actually made big scores. So they're capable of, you know. So I think they're going to be okay.
All right. Well, thank you to Sean Tate and Deep Dasgupta. That's a wrap. And congratulations to the Kolkata Knight Riders after a stirring and quite comfortable victory in the end at Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Bye for now.